I am actually getting enough applications, just not enough of the right applications. What up with that?
Well, first of all, you're not alone. This is actually something that we hear quite often. So problem A is, how do I get more applications than I've been getting? And then it's, okay, I now have enough applications, but I'm just not really finding a high enough percentage of the right fit for our culture or what they're expected to do. And so I know the very effective tool that we've exercised over and over again is what we like to call day in the life videos. And what's great about these videos is you can have someone absolutely selling, if you will, talking about how great it is to work there, how they've been developed and they have, it would be based on the client, right, in their workplace. But I have autonomy, or I'm challenged, or I love who I work with, the people value me, the benefits are great, the pay's great. But you're having one of your most successful stories employee-wise telling what's great about it, right? So that hopefully potential applicants will see this archetypal successful employee and say, I can identify with them. Like the way that they approach work, their philosophy, like that, I identify with them. So I'm going to continue my journey as a potential applicant. Or they self-select out. For whatever reason, I don't necessarily value the same things that this employee is saying they value in the workplace, so I'm gonna move on, which can help narrow that pool. I think what else is great about a day in the life video is while someone is talking about what's great about working there and what their day is like, they're actually doing the job, right? So if the job is outside where it's hot and rainy, or, one of our clients, I have to crawl under houses, right? Or, I have to drive around a lot all day, or maybe I'm constantly answering phones, or I've got 10 different people coming at me. Be honest, right? Because you don't want to be in a situation where you've kind of glorified the job and then when they actually sit down to do it, they don't fit. Well, whose fault is that? Did you really show them what it was like? So again, I think those day in the life videos do a really great job of accomplishing your goal of talking about what's great, but do it in a real way with someone who has really worked out well.
Yeah, and the dovetail to that, or the extension of that, is, okay, you've hooked them, you bring them in, and if they're in your office, on your premises, what's the experience like? What do they see when they show up? Are there signs on the wall that share core values? Are there pictures of people doing the job and enjoying themselves? Like, how does the graphic look of the place resonate with the message that you've been selling? It has to speak in the same language.
It's like how we approach marketing for anything. It's, you want to be as transparent as possible, right? You don't want to market your product service as something that it's not, because you don't want that client to, get 50% into the purchase of it, then realize, well, yeah, this is really not what I wanted because you sold it to me different. Mm-hmm. And it's the same thing with applicants, right? So you want to be as transparent through those day in the life videos, through what the environment looks like, and you just want to be truthful about it. I think our most successful clients are the ones who are very upfront and honest about what is the job. Sometimes it's hard, sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's fun, sometimes it's not. And so I think once you can get that, and it's all about messaging, right? It's like, what's the message you want to put forth? It should be accurate, it should be transparent. But we've had clients, we've done them for our company where Leah plays Layla, who is this fictitious CEO who is applying for an internship, and it's enjoyable, it's fun, it's very representative of our environment, right? Because it is. We try to go in things lighthearted. I'm serious when they need to be, but also have fun when we can. But I think, for most, if you want to get a better client, if you want to get a better end user, make sure you're selling the right goods, and being upfront about it. So I think a lot, and now that doesn't mean that, someone's going to think one thing, they get in and, hey, I saw you crawl under that house, but I didn't know you really crawled under a house until you put me under a house. It's like, okay, yeah, that's going to happen. But the reality of it is, someone who doesn't understand that, you've never seen that until the day someone instructs you this is part of your job. Right. That's a harsh reality, right? And then you think about and why this is so successful and why it's so important to businesses. Look at the investment companies make in that employee, from everything we've talked about through this series, from the initial promotion and proposal and the recruitment and the things that you do to invest in getting that person. And we haven't even talked about the hiring and the training, and by the time they get on the job for the first week, how much of an investment has that company made in that person? And then the last thing you want is for them to last a week, and you have to start the whole process over for that same person. So you look at a lot of what we do for companies, and that's an investment. It's an investment by that company to hire the right people for the right jobs that are going to be with them for years and years. Not oh, I missold, I misrepresented. They were here for 2 weeks. I made all that investment in them, and now I got to do it again. At the end of the day, the more effort you put in that front end investment, the more it will pay dividends in the long run.
Right. Quality as well as quantity.
Absolutely.
You can't just cast a wide net. You have to get the right people.
Yep.
And like you say, Gary, it's so important to the time you put in and the training and then getting somebody up to speed. You don't want them to just say, oh, no, this isn't what I thought it was. No.
And I don't think I can emphasize enough what Gary was saying about be truly reflective of your culture, right? And our company is a great example, right? So we're a marketing agency. They come in all shapes and sizes. Some are super stiff and some are super not stiff, right? And there's a certain type of person, applicant, that's going to be attracted and perform well in one of those environments or not, right? We like to establish a culture of where we have fun together, we're colleagues, we're friends, we trust each other. That's not for everybody, and I respect that. And so if those types of folks can self-select out quicker, it helps our recruiters do their job more efficiently. So I think if your culture is high performance, high reward, show that. Don't make it seem like it's a little bit softer than it is. If you're really facing the challenge that has been brought up, which is I need the right folks, truly reflect what it is that you're looking for in your culture.